Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa. Now today is not a video about crochet or yarn. It's actually about a journey that I'm embarking on, and I invite you to join me if you would like. As you can tell from the title of this video, it is called Balance Your Life, Body, Mind and Soul. As I'm turning 60 this year, which many of you know, and I do know that many of you are as well, which is wonderful, or we're all August babies. But that's not what this is all about. This is about my journey in life has come to a point where I think that I need to balance myself. Over the years, I have been someone I've realized about myself because I've just stopped for a moment and started to think within, why do I sometimes feel a little bit flat? Why do I feel a little bit like there's something missing? Where in essence, I am very grateful for the life that I'm leading. Nobody has a perfect life, but, I really don't have anything that I should complain about or need to. And yet some days I think that there is something missing. And I've come to the conclusion that it's all about balance. I've realized that I'm a personality, and maybe you are too, that I'm pretty much all or nothing. So when I embrace something, an idea or a way that I act in my life, it's all about that. So I'll give you some examples, and then I'll talk about what this actual little journey will be, and then hopefully you'll join me with no pressure. This is absolutely for me, in essence, to have like a little journal of what's going on, and maybe inspire some of us, to join in as well, because sometimes that's what we need, just someone that we can do it with. Basically being your own cheerleader at the end of the day, but it is about total balance. And I'm hoping to achieve that by the end of the year and then maintain that, because that's what it's all about. In the past, like all of us lead many lives in one life, I believe, and chapters of our lives become like an old movie that we don't revisit. Sometimes we do, but if it's something that hurt you, you definitely don't want to hold on to that. And I myself have lived many lives so far. I've had 2 divorces that I've had to deal with, and that's all done and dusted with. It's in the past. But they're the triggers in life, I think, that lead you to doing certain things in that point in your life. And then when you've healed or you've moved on, you forget about that. But that's something that then becomes missing in the balance. That's how I'm feeling right now. So, sometimes we feel that we need to lose weight and we embark on a weight loss journey, and, we get to that point and then all of a sudden we forget to continue to do the maintenance. So that's what I think I'm going to be viewing this chapter of my life as, something that, I put all this knowledge that I've acquired, and I will show you a few books that I've acquired along the way for different times in my life, and how I need to bring together all of that knowledge and start acting on it, because it serves me no purpose just having that knowledge sitting there and always saying one day, or having that knowledge sitting there and still feeling a little bit flat, like there's something missing. So what prompted me to this, believe it or not, one of the first things that I actually found while I was doing a little bit of, cleaning downstairs, because after the Christmas and New Year period, you think, wow, I've accumulated all this stuff, and why is it still here? And this is not a setting, a lot of people do New Year's resolutions. This is not a New Year's resolutions video or, journey. This is, like I said, balancing my life. And I'd love to share that with you, just in case, like I said, prompts you to do something the same or similar. So I actually found this bag here, and I'm going to read to you very quickly what it says, because I thought this is what it should be. It's about balance. So this actually came from some lingerie that I bought. I had to buy a new brassiere, and then I read the bag because I thought, what is this bag from? It says here, and I just thought it was great. Now I'm sophisticated. Later I'll hibernate. Tomorrow, who knows? I'm complicated, but I won't apologize. I'm strong, silly, and sexy, sometimes at the same time. I'm a lover, a geek, a mother, and a queen. But I don't do labels. I love, I rage, I dance, I sweat, I cry. I don't fit in a box. I'm not a type. and I'm comfortable with who I am. I am me. I am many things. So I think that that's what this is all about. Embracing the fact that we are not, or I am not just one stereotype or one, I don't fit in a box. I am many things and I'm allowed to express that. But I can't do that without being my own cheerleader. So there are a few little tweaks that I'm going to make to my everyday, very small, tiny steps that will hopefully become life habits. You know, I might try something and it may not be for me, but I'm certainly going to be trying quite a few things. So basically flipping the way I think, because sometimes you get stuck in a rut, and that's where I am right now. I'm doing things that do make me very happy pretty much daily, but I've forgotten to do other things that will actually boost me even more or balance me even more. So over the years, oh my goodness, where can I start? I guess it all starts with mother guilt. If you have children, and this is for everyone, it doesn't matter what age you start this journey, it's actually going to benefit you in the long run. I wish that I had this way of thinking 30 years ago, because I have always been, developing. I'm always trying to stop and think, where am I at? And do some reflection on who I am. And, I try to lead with kindness in my life, but I need to adapt that to myself as well. So that's where I'm going with that. So when I had children, 30 odd years ago, after a little while, this book came out. And this is an amazing book to read, Mother Guilt. And if we act on what's in here, we'll actually be like, kinder to ourselves as we're raising our children. I didn't get very far in the book, I have to admit, because I bawled my eyes out, but this is a really good book, and I have kept it on the bookshelves and have lent it out to many young mums, so that is a great resource. And over the time, you put on weight, you lose weight for different reasons. I have been fluctuated. My weight has been every weight pretty much. You have children and you put on all that weight, then you struggle to take it off, or I remember after my divorce, both, I lost like 15 kilos and then I had to put all that back on. So weight is something that I've always said this, I have a love-hate relationship with food because it affects my weight. And at one stage I was obsessing with it, which is not healthy at all. So right now for me, it's not about weight loss, it's about the way I feel within my own skin and how I feel in my clothes. So, I've acquired many books over the years and I won't show them all to you, but look at this, guys. And this is just a small sample. So, I've gone and tried different diets because I do have like arthritis, psoriasis and IBS. And I thought, how do I accommodate all these? I have seen naturopath and I have had a lot of help along the way, again, leading me to the point where I have so much knowledge. Why aren't I using it? So, for example, I acquired this book's in my library. This one is so old, guys, that a lot of you might have it. Then this one popped on the market. This is another one that, was like a Bible to many of us for a long time. And then we learned about, the body shaping diets and how to boost your energy. It just goes on and on. Then I discovered the low FODMAP diet. And then this was crazy big. There's even, I think, a documentary series on it. So, I've acquired all those books. I've read them. I applied them for a short time because that's what I do. I apply things and then I think, okay, I'm good now. But that's not the truth. I need to continue. That's where my downfall is, I think. And then, at different times in your life, or my life, I thought, I really need to manage my money better. I need to get to the next level. And then all these books came on. This was huge, this book. Huge. And then I absolutely loved doing this. I downloaded the spreadsheets and the charts and had the newsletter coming to me every week. And I applied it for a short time. And even to this very day, I do use some of the ideas that I learned in that. One of which being every term break, especially the big one now, so from work, my holidays, I try to use everything in my pantry and my freezer. So that's something that has carried on for years. I absolutely love that. And then there's this one here too. That was a good read. And then, we focus on our self-esteem, how we feel. I think I've read every Louise Hay's book, The Power is Within. you can heal your life. I have affirmations in my wallet still from like 25 years ago, but do I read them? That's the point. And now I've got all these books here, which is only, again, a snippet of what I have in my library. Like this one here, Self-Esteem for Women. This one is all about affirmations. The Happiness Project. I'm not sure how many of you remember that. That was going around. It's All Too Much, talking about, you know, how life can overwhelm us. And then inspirational quotes and things in here. Who doesn't remember The Secret? My goodness. This one's a great one. Chicken Soup for the Mother's Soul. And then this was a great one too. I think a lot of you would remember this one. Love that one. And then, you know, I always have natural therapies around. I'm a big fan, of natural therapies versus, pharmaceuticals. But that's just me. Doesn't mean it's you. And I have never ever been without a gym membership, guys, since I was 18. But it doesn't mean that I use it. There was one point, I've actually got a collection of photos here, a little collage, I guess you would call it, of Steve and I. When I first met Steve at 44, so I was 44, for about 10 years, we hyper-focused on going to the gym. And this is us here. Just a little collection of photos and, pretty much at our peak physically. But, it still didn't make us balanced. So that's what was missing. Once again, just focused on one area of our lives, my life. So let's go back to me. I'm the one that is responsible for me. So what I'm here to do today is to invite you, if you wish to, just join me in this journey. I will certainly be trying my very, very best to see what brings me that balance for my complete body, mind and soul. So I'm going to call them tasks for want of a better word, but the task that I've set for myself for this week, so starting today, which is Saturday the 4th of January 2025. So for 1 week until next Saturday, and I started this morning, and let me tell you, for some of you, this might be very, very hard. And some of you, it might just come very easily. And others, it might just be a little learning curve. But I did it this morning, and by the time I did it a few times, I actually had a smile on my face. So what I am endeavoring to do every morning, and you can also do it every night, but every morning when I wake up, as soon as I've washed my face, I'm going to close my eyes and say, "You are loved," and then open my eyes and look in the mirror and tell myself out loud the same, "You are loved." Now that is very powerful, and it brings a lot of emotions out. And even though I know I'm loved, it's just so wonderful to hear it out loud. And I think the more that we hear something, the more it becomes our mantra, and we actually start not to just believe it, but live it. So for this week, that is going to be my task, as I said, for want of a better word. Until I find one, that's the one I'll use. So I'm going to be jotting that down in my diary, and I endeavour to do that every single day. I wonder what I will feel like, or how I will feel like by the end of the week. And hopefully I will continue that in my daily rituals. We all have daily routines. We get up, we go to the bathroom, we have breakfast, we have a shower, we brush our teeth, we brush our hair, and we do whatever else. Same at bedtime. Through the day, we have routines that we stick to. Well, most of us do. I do. So I should remember that I'm talking about me and just inviting you to join along, because I'm not here to preach or judge, tell you what to do. There is no way that I would ever, say to someone, this is how you have to live your life. I'm still struggling with finding the balance in my life. But I just thought I would share that. So this video was a lot longer than any other one will be. They'll probably be only a few minutes long. Will not have yarn content. So if you wish to come along for this journey, I would love to, have that company. I think, the more of us that cheer each other on is always amazing. But without being your own cheerleader, you won't find that balance in your life. That's how I feel. Because ultimately, we're in charge. We're responsible for our choices in life, how we act, how we feel, so this is what this life journey is about, balancing body, mind, and soul. So thank you for hearing me out. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all keeping well. And until I see you all very, very soon, take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.